Hey, Kat. I was just texting you back, Kat. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, you're. Hi, Laverne. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness. All right. I didn't have. I didn't eat. I got some toasty, extra toasty Cheez-Its. Hi, Zinjin, with my lemon water. So yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes. Gonna work on a Samsonite travel case Denise bought me. I'm going to transform and I'll end up probably giving it back to her because I'm working on the big one for her. Hi, Debbie. Keeks. Let's see. Yeah, I'll show y'all the picture from that I took. I'm still working on it. The big one. Let's see. Here we go. There's the big one I'm working on for Denise. Let's see. Terry, and I got to show Terry and Asa's Instagrams. Let's see, Christina. Hey, Christina MV5. It's been a while. Good to see you. Keek, I said hi to Keeks. Hi, Janet. How you doing, Janet? Hi, Mary. Mary, I showed your art card on Monday, and I put it in my little book. I got a book to keep all the. I don't know if you saw it on Monday. I can show it again. Hi, Ambient. Don P. Um, so yeah, good to see you, Christy MV. This is the little book that I got for. It was on clearance for just a couple dollars at Michael's because it was for a 2026 graduation book, and I put one of my I put a picture in there, and so let's see. Here's my card that I submitted, and then here's Mary's, who's I don't know if you saw it, Mary, on Monday, but I'm gonna and Mary hand carved that eagle stamp. So I'm gonna put all when I get my set from Janet, they're all going in here. So yeah, so that was Miss Mary's submission that she sent me an extra one. Let's see, Missy. You can bring okay. All right. I'll call you later, Janet. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is the big suitcase that I'm working on for Denise. And she found me and they're not cheap. I looked some of them up like on eBay. So of course you can charge anything you want. Speaking of eBay, I think I have a link for Becky's uh, eBay sale of color books. I think if this doesn't work, then she said, well, she said it's hard to, and I can't copy and paste because it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it from eBay. So anyway, I'll give that a shot here in a minute. Let me finish saying goodbye to I mean, goodbye. Good morning to everybody. We don't want to say goodbye yet. Hi, Belinda. Thank Cat. I don't know. Did you answer my I was being funny. I know you know that, Cat. Let's see. Who else am I missing? So yeah, I base coated. I base coated the Samsonite. It was a blue Samsonite. And I saw some on eBay here in different places. Let's see here. Let me just put it in here. Blue Samsonite. Now let's spell it correctly. Samsonite train case. That's what it's called, train case. I think it's from the 60s. So, yeah, here. So this is what it looks like before I started anything on it. Denise got it for me. It's a Samsonite 1960 something train case. And I'm going to use the same papers that I'm using on the big suitcase. I'm going to use the same papers on this train case. So I've started it. I base coated and it's not, this is all going to be golded over. It's so I don't have to be extra neat, but I'm going to have pink and black in there. And then this is all going to be collaged, and I'll have to adjust the lighting because the black is reflecting the light. And so that's what we're going to work on today, hopefully. Let's see. Belinda, Marilyn, Shaz. Who else am I missing? Let's see. Dee, that looks like what the flight attendants get. Yeah, I think that's there. It's called a train case. So, yeah, Denise bought it for me, and she knew I was gonna, do something with it. But they go from like $50 to $100 on online. But I don't care. I'm transforming it. I'm transforming it. Let's see. Scroll. I said hi to Mary, Terry. Terry, did I say good morning to you? We're going to show your, what do you call it? Your prompt cards. Yeah, let's see, I'm getting text. Aw. Well, Kat, you don't you stay as long as you feel up to it, Kat. Okay. All right. So, come on, chair, move. That's the only thing about this huge chair that I got for me and the cats. It doesn't like slide, and it swivels great, but it doesn't slide. Let's see. Scrolling. Who else am I missing? Put it in caps, guys. If you're talking to me, put it in caps so I know you're talking to me. Don't put it in caps if you're not talking to me. Because I slide over here. Hi, Joyce, and I look for caps. My eye catches the caps because otherwise, hi, Asa. I was just talking about you. I'm going to show your color book pages. She's done some really pretty pages. Otherwise, we would just be sitting here reading chat. So, okay. So let me see first. Let me go over to Instagram, see if it'll load in here. And I think I took pictures. Oh, hi. Oh, Missy, you got you some new colors. Missy just popped right up here. Missy got her some new sticker books. So Missy got her some new sticker books. Missy's dot creations. That's plural. Missy's dot creations. And then let me go. I just took pictures of Asa's and what do you call it? Terry's. So it's easier to find and show. So the prompts were just such a good job. The prompts were work boots, lamp, party hat, samurai, and trees. And let me just maybe brighten it just a touch so it shows up just a little better. There we go. So work boots, lamp, party hat, samurai, and trees. Look what Terry did. So she's got she's got the work boots. Of course, she's got the work boots and the work boots and the samurai there. Look at the expressions on their faces. And there's a lamp post back. There's a party hat. Are you going to the party? And the trees and the samurai. So follow Terry Brett 3 on IG. That's so good, Terry. I love his samurai outfit. I've drawn a lot of samurai outfits, so that's good. And then you're welcome, Missy. And then the other thing that I saved here, let me crop it down. Hang on. Is also has worked in I don't know what book she did this out of. But this is one of let me do she did 2 and y'all can go over there and find her and look at them. Let's crop it down here. So also did these 2 color book pages, and look at these. So there's Asa. It's ASAELEONORA, and that's one. And then the other one is this one. And if you go over there and look at them on Instagram, you'll see them clearer. I'm trying to keep it focused and the lighting on the phone and all that. So, but they're really, really good. Look at the hair. Look at the hair on these 2. Stunning, Asa. Stunning. So y'all go follow Asa and Terry Brett 3. And do I have anything else to show here? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm munching on my little extra toasty. They're extra toasty cheese nips. So I think that's all I got to show. Again, here's the big suitcase I'm still working on for Denise. And then I'm going to work on I'm working on the little, and I'll readjust the camera and the lighting when we get to it. So it's going to be the same kind of thing. I painted it black. I think I'm going to make the handle gold. I'll see about doing that. I'm going to make the handle gold. This lines are going to be gold. I don't know about making this gold. We'll see. Anyway, I started cutting out a bunch of stuff to do on the on that page. I mean, on that page, on the suit little mini train case, and so that's what I thought we would do. Let's see. But before we do that, and I have been cutting out because I've been cutting out for 2 suitcases here out of this book. So yeah, I got this in. So I got the new. Well, I don't know if it's new. It's new to me. The Collage Soup Rainbow Eyes, and it's very colorful. And so I got it for all the colors. So it's just so bright and colorful. And hi, sister. Said hi to Belinda. Who else am I missing? If I'm missing, you put it in caps. Let's see. So thanks for participating, Terry, in the prompts every week. Terry does them every week. I'd always tell her, don't feel obligated. No, don't feel obligated. Oh, let me try this. I'm going to try to type in because I can't copy and paste. It won't let me. Yesterday, I could push it on the link that Becky gave me. I could push on it and it would let me copy it. It's not letting me do it today in Message. I don't know why. So I am going to try to. Where's my phone? I'm just going to try to hand type it in. And if it doesn't work, she said, don't worry about it because we couldn't figure it out. We couldn't figure out her eBay. For whatever reason, it's hard to link eBay accounts. I don't know. We don't know why. I don't know why. I don't do eBay. So, but I'm going to try to type it in here. Let me go over to her messenger. And maybe I'll just show it to y'all too. So let me go ahead and try to type it in here. I'm going to try to type it HTTP. I'm going to have to type it in because I can't copy it. It won't let me copy and paste it. Okay. / www dot. And if it doesn't work, guys, then I don't know what to do. ebay.com / dot USR / dot PUR purple. And we had the correct name. We thought maybe we didn't have the correct name on Monday, but we had the correct name, but it wouldn't, if the mods if Cat can't find it, something's wrong. All right, now let me double check and make sure I got it exactly right. www.ebay.com /USR / dot purple pansy. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that works. If that doesn't work, maybe Kat can copy and paste it to make it a link. Can you copy and paste that and make it a link, Kat? So that's all. That's all I can do. And so she's selling color books, is why she's why we're trying to help her sell her color books, but we can't get a link to the eBay, and it's Purple Pansy SYIE. I made sure that that's exactly it, but it's I don't know. There we go. That's the best I can do, Becky. That's the best I can do. If it works or not. Okay. So, all right. Now, did my chat freeze? All right. Let me put in a test. Let's see. It's my chat froze. Okay, it's still moving. Can somebody say something in chat? I think my chat's froze. There we go. eBay says that link's not working. Okay, well, Becky, I tried. So I don't know what else to do. That's the exact link she gave me. And we tried her name. We tried. Okay, I'm done, people. I'm done. Sorry. That's all I can do. Okay, thank you, Kat, for trying. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the new book that I got, and then we'll start doing some collaging. Okay, so Rainbow Eyes. Let me go ahead and zoom in one while we do this, and I'll zoom out when we glue. So let's zoom in. I can't, I don't know either, Kat. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's try this. Okay, so this one is all different kinds of rainbow colors. It's not just rainbows though; it's the bright colors, and that was the reason I got it. Was all the bright colors. I mean, there's some cool stuff like I love my surrealism, but anyway, see the giant eyes with the different colors. I really liked it. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, is it too flashed out? Maybe I could turn the brightness down just a tad. Let's see here. There we go. That's a little better. But there's, I could just see all kinds of little palettes and things made with all this. So a lot of the collage soup books I buy are muted and vintagey. And so I said, well, I'm going to get one that's nice and bright so I can have some contrast from the vintage to the brightness. So, and of course, I love it anytime they have the girls and stuff. So, I know, right? The page with the eyes, Terry. I know. They're all so cool. And then very hippie-esque, that's what this reminds me of. And so, yeah. And cupcakes. I love the clouds. So, like I said, I don't know if this is a new book or if it's just new to me. So it was new to me. Like the little TVs. More eyes. And they have little rainbow pupils. And then here's all the kind of little stuff that I really liked. This kind of all different colors of just items, And of course the unicorn there. See, I love all the little chairs and all this. Hi, Art Lady. And the books. Of course, y'all know I'm going to love the books. And owls. So anyway, I just thought I'd show this book so that if y'all, because Amazon doesn't show the books anymore. They used to. So that's it right there. So some bees. So that one's called Rainbow Eyes. And so I'm not going to work in it today, but I wanted to show it to you. Let's see. Where can I put this so I can... There we go. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Oh. All right. So now I'm going to back the camera up so we can work on... as far as I can back it up so we can work on the collaging. Let me get a tray for the, and I'll have to readjust the camera settings. Let me get out some, get my matte medium here. All right, let's adjust the lighting again. Come on, mouse, wake up. Oh my gosh. Turn it way down. There we go. Because it's going to be working on the black. It's going to be a little tricky, but we'll make do. We'll make do. All right, let's see here. Try to adjust. There we go. Let's see. What did Janet do? Janet found the link? All right, let me go scroll back. Okay. So I don't know how Janet did it, but she found it. So there we go. I don't know how Janet did it. Janet, you get a crown for the day. I didn't test to see if it worked, but everybody else seems to say it's working. So did you? Okay, so Zinjin says she found it in advanced search. Okay, well Janet posted the link, and so there we go. So yeah, I'm good. If Tina and Kat didn't find, I don't even know if Tina's here yet. She's going to be late. But if Kat couldn't find it, I'm going to blame her health today. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so let's see. All right, let's get out some. And I'm probably not. I only can work on this so much because you have to really let it dry before. Like I can't do the. It's like when I do the. It's like when I do the pumpkins. I only can do a section at a time. But we're gonna start it anyway. Hi, Army. Anybody else I missed? There's Tina. Good morning, Tina. Thank you. Thank you for posting some good mornings to everybody. And in case I've missed anybody, thanks everybody for being here. All right, so let me just pour out some golden matte medium. That's what I use for my collage glue. And I keep a baggie over the top so that the lid doesn't glue to the jar, because it will. Trust me. Ask me how I know. All right, so let's move this out of the way. And let's get a medium-sized brush here. I don't want a ginormous brush. Maybe this size. All right, so we're going to try to see what we can do here to alter the Samsonite train case. Train case. All right, so let's see. I don't know if Sista's still here or not, Tina. She came in earlier. Let's see, Pamela in Sweden. Who else did I miss? Thanks everybody for being here. Okay. Yes, Lynn, I noticed you. Now can you notice me? Will you notice me, Lynn, and notice what I'm doing? Thank you. Notice me, Lynn. All right, so these girls right here, I'm going to want to put right here, I think. I'm going to want them right in the front. And it'll probably go, kind of bend over to the thing. But I don't want to do them right now because then I can't stand this up on end because this will be wet. So I'm going to start on the top. We'll at least get the top done. So these girls are going to go on the front. And then let's see. I got some of the littler girls here, like these two. I thought these two would be good. I know, Tina, right? Okay, so let's see. And I can trim them down. I don't really want these going too much over the sides here, like her. Well, maybe a little. Guess I could do that. Let's just go ahead and try. Let's do one. Let's see what happens here, guys. All right, so I already pre-painted the black, the pink, and the teal stripe along the edge, So, I got to let me get some wax paper. Hang on. Like this. So I can glue the back of her. All right. And this is textured, so we'll see what happens. It's got a, rough texture to it. All right. It's kind of like watercolor paper. Let's see, which way do I want her to go? Do I want this? I want this one. Okay. It's double-sided, so. And I'm putting quite a bit so that we make sure it sticks well. All right. I'm going to have to stand up. Let me just move this chair. I'm going to have to stand up to do this. Okay. All righty. There we go. So it's going to take a minute and make sure it's all glued down really well. Let's see, I need a little bit more down here. And I'll get a card and some baby wipes. So I'm anxious to do this. And then, of course, I'll put a gloss varnish. I'll put a gloss varnish over everything. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Just get the wrinkles out. She's going to be bumpy because, it's a bumpy suitcase. But I want it to have no wrinkles. All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to put another little coat over it, nice and thick, so that it is really glued down well. So, let's do this side. go. Alrighty. The wax paper. We'll do this for the top, and then we're going to probably move on to something else. But I wanted to show y'all how, you know, you can alter things and collage on top of things. I'll show you my handbag that I did, my Old Navy handbag that I did with the bees on it. I guess it's been a couple months now since I did that one. Okay. I want to be careful not to damage the print. Okay, now let's go ahead and put another coat over it. There we go. Alrighty. All right, let's see. I think that looks pretty good. Let's get the excess out right in there. Alrighty. There we go. Two parts done. Now I have some little faces, and I have some of the what do you call it, like this. And I think I want this though on the back, or the on the front or around the edge, because it's going to be too big for right in here. So I think I just might put a whole bunch of girls on top here. See, I got a whole bunch of different girls. She's going to be too big for right there. Maybe I might be able to fit her in, and then have another one looking this way. Just kind of, just have these retro girls. So let's go ahead and do them. If y'all see me do my pumpkins during October, this is kind of the same situation. When we, collage the pumpkin every year. And they're all, if you want to see all my collage pumpkins, they're all on Instagram. Okay, let's go move her hair on. There we go. Keep her hair in there. Oop, there we go. Okay, this has to be trimmed just a little here. Where's my scissors? She's hanging over the edge just a little. There we go. There we go. Oops. Okay, hang on, guys. I'll look at chat here in just a second. Okay, I got to trim this a little more. It's hanging up over the edge. There. Okay. Let's move off the handle there. All right. Now I have to move my phone down. My sister-in-law is texting it. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I can wipe off some of that black paint. We'll just scrape off where I've gone over the edge there when I painted it. But like I said, I think I might do gold on the edge there, but we'll see. That's one of the final steps. All right, so let me sit here a second and look at chat. Fresh baby wipes. All right, I think it's going to look cool when it's all said and done. And I might do some little flowers, paint in some little flowers or some other things in there. I just wanted to start the black background because it's just generic, like when I do my big discs, having a black background or a white, just, a solid color. So let's see. And I wanted them to stand out. So I didn't want it to be just a bunch of pink or whatever. Okay. Did I bump the camera? I think I did. All righty. Let's see. Um, I guess y'all are talking about some different things rolling around in YouTube. Your wrenches. I see your wrenches. I see your wrench, Tina. I don't know. So hopefully everything's working okay. YouTube's been kind of glitchy, I think, over the last weekend. All right, so we got that started. Now I need to do something right up there, but I don't want this to touch there. So let's see what I've got. I got these lips, but I'm not sure I want red lips. They might be some accent in the bottom, but let's see. What else do I want? I want something besides the girls' faces. Because we got the girls' faces. I got these, but they're too big. Let's look at the book. Let's move that back. Let me wipe off the excess here and put it in a baby wipe for a second so it doesn't dry out. More baby wipes. Okay, and let's see if I can I do want to put this one on the front here before we end on this. What am I? Yeah, still getting texts. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. Let's go back over to the book here and see. And I know I'm zoomed way out, but I'm just gonna look for some. And this book, by the way, is a 1950s collage papers modernista print shop. Is the name of the girl. Well, that's the name of her books. Modernista print shop. Okay. And I just thought this was so cool. We could put a guy up there, a couple, I should say. We could, but everything's not, it's not very, other than the faces and some flowers, which I could cut out some flowers. The things are not tiny, Maybe one of these pink Cadillacs. That might be a good one. There's the Cadillac. This is what do you call it? Is this a Cadillac? Well, this is like a 57 Chevy. I'm not sure. But I do like that, but maybe one of those. Let's get the knife to get right up to the edge because it's right to the edge there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And get right in there so that we can keep as much of it as possible. There we go. So I do like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's a double-sided. So we could put that. What else? See, I like all these little things like this. And those can be fillers. Those can be fillers in the different little areas. This will be a good one on the side, I think. We'll pull that over for the side. Whole bunch more little faces. Ooh, this one might be good. No, I don't know. That might be good, but let's see. I think I like this one better. I could probably get both of those maybe in there. Maybe. Let's just cut that and see. We'll try both. See which one I like better. They may be old. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Tina. Old Cadillacs. Yeah. And see, like these are good size for the side. So, yeah, I've cut a bunch of these faces out. I have those over here. So, and then these I have set aside for the big suitcase that I'm working on. So let's just go ahead and do these. And then we'll see about maybe moving to something else. I just wanted to get it started. All right, so wait, let me cut these out and see which one I want real quick. Do I want a little bit of that blue on the bottom, maybe? And let's just go ahead and cut the tops here. All right, let's see if we want this. Or do I just want the individual one here? Probably going to go with the individual one, but we'll see. There we go. And then I'll check chat. Y'all have to, well, most of y'all that have been around for 16 years of me streaming, y'all have to realize when a streamer is streaming, they are doing other things besides just sitting and reading chat. We're not just sitting here reading chat and answering, talking to y'all. I mean, we're working on projects. That's why you're here, is to see projects, not to have me just sit here and read chat over and So yeah, just clarifying that real quick. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I think I'm liking maybe that. Even though it's a little, I could round that off, or I could put in another one too. I could put in all three like that. I'm kind of liking that. We're going to go with that. Although I'm going to round this corner off. I love you guys, but I only can do so much at one time. All right, let's see. Let me get let's put some more here. All righty. Now let's move that up. Bring in the wax paper. All righty. I'm just going to kind of just set this here for a second. My head's probably in the camera. Let's see if I can get that right in there. And then this one can kind of go right there. Maybe a little over like that. There we go. And again, I can put in the little dots and flowers and things like that along the edges. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good, right? And we'll put some things right there when it, when I add more to it. Okay. Slide my chair up. Sucker's heavy. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this girl right here. We're going to put them right here. And I'm going to fold it over. So I'll have to let that dry before I can do anything else. But you'll get a start. Then maybe we'll come back to it in a little while when this sets up. Because you have to do it in stages. Just like when I do like I said, like when I do my pumpkins. Which I'm not having, I think, you know what I think I might do this year? And it's because I love the bees so much. I might do a bee pumpkin this year with the bee collage papers. Thanks, Debbie. I might do a bee pumpkin. Like I'll show you just a second. I'll show you the handbag that I did from Old Navy that was on clearance. So I got it. I'll stand up again. Let's get this straightened out here. No wrinkle there. Okay. And but I think it would make a good pumpkin. The bees. I think I've done some. I don't know if I did bees. I thought I did some kind of insects one year. I've been doing them for a long time. The pumpkins. All right, let's see here. Get out all the excess here. Just push down the excess and it'll ooze out. All right, let's get got the little knobbies for the feet. All right, let's make sure. Okay, I think that looks good. She has some kind of text over her face. I don't know, like that. Can I get some of that? No, it's printed on there. That right there, though's not. Okay. So there we go. That'll be the front of the case. And then here's the snaps and all that. All right. So we got to start there. So I'm going to set this aside and we'll see how fast it dries down here because this is the bottom and I don't want that to touch anything, All right. So let me go ahead and clean out my brush real quick. Throw that card away. I got tons of those. Okay. All right, fresh baby wipes. Go through the baby wipes. Fold this in half. All right, now let me kind of scoop up all this because these will all be part of the front, the back, the top. Oh, I got lots of little heads cut out. And I love the lips, but I think I'd have to paint them pink because there's not much red. Oh, there's some cherries in there. There's not much red in here. It's mostly the pink and the teal. So, all right. There's that. Okay, let me set this aside for a minute. I'll set that over there. And then, hang on, guys. Oh, they're flying out. Okay. I'll just get some more wax paper. Okay. Whew. Let's see now. Fresh baby wipe. Get some of the, off my hands here. And then the other thing that I had gonna work on this week was, let's zoom back in. Lots of adjusting. And I'll check chat here. All right, let's see. All righty. Brighten it back up since we moved the black case. There we go. All right. Hi, CB. Let me see who else I missed coming in. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Said hi to Rainbow. Hermie. Did I say hi to you, Hermie? Shaz. There's CB. Yeah, if I missed you, I don't mean to. I do go back and scrub through my chat that night or the next day to see who I've missed and stuff. So let's get some of this matte medium off here while I'm reading. All right, let's see. The other thing, we can have two choices here. Hi, So. Happy Wednesday. Anybody else coming in? All right, it's still, I have to get fingernail polish remover to get most of this off. So let me do that real quick because it's not coming off. Hang on 1 second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so I think I just might pull some color books and let y'all pick what we work on. Flo, get ready. Did Flo come in? Hi, Flo. Flo, I loved your letter. It was so nice. It was so sweet. Thank you so much. It's going to Denise, Hermie, and Boo. She has to be very minimalist at this time. Living it. And by the way, she did make it to New York. She made it to the apartment. She took her sewing machine and her serger ahead of anything personal. Her sewing machine and her serger. Oh, I didn't show y'all the purse. Hang on. She did make it up to her apartment. So here's the bag, and it's got these stiff straps. And so let me kind of bend them so you can see. And it's all varnished. So this is kind of like what the train case will look like when it's completed. It'll be shiny. All right, then here's the other side. Same thing. So, yeah, that and that. And y'all saw the giant book I made, the bee book. So, had the bee bag, the bee book. I'll show you the bee book again. It's sitting in here. I'll show you the bee book again. And let's see, need to back out again. Hang on. Turn the brightness down just a little. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Rainbow. Yes, exactly, CB. The sewing. It's all about the sewing. Oh my goodness. So I did make it a big tassel, or if you want to call it junk jewelry, junk journal jewelry, and some little bee beads. I got some bee beads in there and some other ones in there. So, yeah. So I'll do a quick flip through this because it's been a while. And thank you, Carrie. And so Carrie, y'all, by the way, is getting close to. What is it? 1,000 that you have to have to stream? I forget what it is, but because they've changed it many times since I started streaming. They've changed all the rules over and over. So I'm not sure what it is, but So Much Glitter. Her name's Carrie. She Carrie. She's trying to. Well, she does lives, but she's trying to. What are you trying to do, Carrie? She's almost. I think it's 500 to stream, but she's trying to get out. Is it 1,000 to monetize? Maybe it's 500 to stream and 1,000 to monetize. Okay, so I'm not sure because she is streaming, so I'm not sure what the deal is on the streaming. How many you have to have for streaming, but I know you have to have more to monetize. So right now her goal is 500. So y'all work with her, work with her. All right, let me go ahead and flip this. Oh, I got it closed up here. Let me move that. All right, let's see here. Move the little paper clip. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we try to help each other grow. Y'all help me get over the 30K hump. That 30K hump. I appreciate that. All right. So here we go. Oh, this has got a tie on it. So this is a tie for the front and the back there. And so this took a hot minute to do. I wanted it to look like honey and beehives and honeycomb and all that. So, oh no, is Flo not feeling well? To make sure I said goodbye. Oh, Flo, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. She just said she wanted to say good morning. Well, I hope you feel better, Flo. I'll go back and see if you said what's going on with you. So I'll go back and look later. But hope you feel better. Flo, if y'all have Flo, it's kind of like, there's some people that are just really encouragers, and Flo is one of them. Flo, Barbara Pot Pie, singing Barbara Pot Pie, those two girls really are very encouraging. If you get them in your channels, you're blessed to have them in your channels. Not that I don't love all of y'all, but I'm just saying they've been around all the channels and they're all very, oh, there's a bug up there. Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry guys. I've got to go get some spray. I see a bug. I never have bugs. I never have bugs in my house, but there's one way up in the ceiling. Okay, I got it. Direct. So I ain't going nowhere. It'll be dead in a second. I never have bugs in the house. That's very unusual. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to kill it. Sorry. I couldn't, like, that was a non-waiting moment. That was a non-waiting. Yeah, Belinda, I do bugs with a can of Raid. That's how I do it. And I sprayed it twice. Oh my God. So, yeah. Okay. Moving my water to the other side of the room. The rain brings bugs. Okay. Yeah, Tina, you're in Florida. You probably get a lot of bugs. Okay. Let's keep moving along. Oh. And I think part of the reason we don't have bugs is because we have two cats. If they see any bugs, they'll chase them down and eat them. So I think part of the reason we don't have bugs is because we have cats. you know so yes, crisis averted. Yep, exactly. Raid's 12-foot spray to the rescue. Exactly, Belinda. Did I say hi to you, by the way? Good morning. uh, I got it twice. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, oh my goodness. So, yeah. So this one I did like a stencil-y thing to make it look like a honeycomb, and then did different kinds of little frames here. And then this is some of that paper that I got at Blick. This is open like this. That's the way it comes with the openings. And of course, I painted the background yellow before I glued down the paper, so it looks very B-esque. That's B-esque, not B-S. uh, well, I just need one. Yeah, we just don't have many bugs. Like I said, I think the cats keep them at bay. So, and then this one is some like stretchy black kind of fabricy stuff, and I um, put down some glossy accents, and then there's these little gold sequins to make it look kind of honey like, so that, and I'm kind of made them kind of smushy so they look kind of like honey. So there's that. And then I got the uh, some of the little this in here for a bookmark. Uh, I just want to chill today. I just want to chill. All right, is this one or did I? Yeah, I glued 2 pages. And these giant books that I make. They're made out of a poster. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Does that you zippity doo dah? Good morning. Y'all are funny. Then I added some little sequins here. So you can see those are little sequins, the little gold there. Those are little gold sequins. And then stencil. This is some of the what do you call it? Texture paste through the stencil. All that honeycomb. This is all textured. Oh, hi Marty. All right, then there's this one. Made some pockets with some gold textured paper, and then put in some little tags. Just some little tags in there. And then this is paper back here, and this is tissue paper painted gold. And so these are fun. I like to make them big. I like these big ones. You've seen enough of my smaller journals, but I've done a few large ones like this. This one, I splattered white all over it. I should have probably splattered gold, but that's okay. So it's got the giant bees on there, and gold. That's the gold paint or gold ink there. Hi, Leona. Janet needs the crown she had on. I probably have more of those crowns. I don't know what she'd have to put it in her beast or something. Yeah, that's a collage suit crown. Of course, I've blinged it out. I blinged it out, but yeah. This one. This was in one of the collage suit books, and I just glued each one of these little confetti all the way around sequins. I glued each little sequence one by one. Then this is just an extra piece of, I haven't done anything with that. It needs to probably be just attached here. Plus I got some of this, like gauzy stuff, kind of looks like netting, like the netting you'd wear on a beekeeper's outfit, helmet or whatever. Thank you, Rainbow. And just a little, piece of an orange doily and a yellow paper clip. And then some more little gold trim, the little leaves and little trim there. So let's grab the light again. Let's see, need to probably turn down the brightness. The different colors affect the lighting. There we go. There we go. That's better. That looks more like the colors. And then there's the back with another crown and then a little wood piece there. And then I got the 2 strings here to tie a bow. And these are some flowers here. Some pieces of flower. So yeah, there we go. Let's go back through it one more time since I adjusted the lighting. And yeah, it was fun to do. I've done, I've done my Asian one. I've done my Leonardo da Vinci one. I did the space wolf one. So yeah, they're fun to do, and it's just a piece of poster, and cut in half, and I think quarters, and anyway, and folded in half, so that each one is like, there's like, this is connected to this back here. In other words, they're just folded in half, and then I have the different strings here that's holding them together, right? And then I got this, and then I had this to kind of hold it all together. There we go. So that's my bee journal. And like I said, I think I'm going to do a bee pumpkin. I'll show you the other journals since we're just sitting here for a minute. The other, if I can reach them, can I get them? Let's see. I'll have to see if I can reach them. Might need to get. They're up here on the top shelf. Let me get a ruler and see if I can kind of move them down here with. Can I get up to them? No. All right. Hang on. Let me get this little chair. Stuff that I don't use all the time or are finished, I store at these top shelves, but then I have to get a chair to get at them. There we go. All right. So since we're doing all this collage-y type stuff, all right, so these are, let's start with this one. This is the Space Wolf one. Well, let me move these because it's going to... Okay. And, yeah, they're just posters. This one's got a pop dotted up frame. Let's see. Did I say hi to you, Art Lady? Good morning. Devin, anybody else coming in? Devin, I started working on the little train case this morning. So this one's just got a little clip on there, and different papers and different cutouts and just different little things in the pockets, and more pockets up here. And what I originally wanted to do with these, my original idea with these books was to store ephemera by topic. That was the original plan with these giant folders, was to store ephemera by topic. But it didn't work out that way. I have too much stuff in that theme that it just didn't work out to do it that way. But I ended up liking the journals. So when I put windows in all of them, and they all got edges. They've got, like, this one's got purple metallic paint edges, and so I've done a lot of pocketing here. So again, little stickers here, pockets of the different matching papers, and little unicorns going across there. Lots of bling, lots of stickles and bling all through there, gold backgrounds, and more little pockets of things. There's a moon, a wolf howling at the moon, and just all different little, envelopes and pockets and papers. So like I said, that was the original intent of these books. So if you don't have a lot of one theme, make one of these and store your stuff in it, because they're really fun and cool. I mean, I really love these. Is that Cat and Paste? Hi, Cat and Paste. Good to see you. Been around for a while. And then this one, my Asian one. And so what these are, let me tell y'all about using napkins. If you use napkins in your collaging, is what you want to do is first you have to peel the napkins apart. Y'all know that. You have to peel them apart. Once they're peeled apart, you can, you want to glue them to a piece of cardstock if you want to use them as a collage element. So what I've done is peel the napkin and then glued it to a piece of cardstock and then cut out the napkin. If you try to fussy cut the napkin, then try to glue it down and then cut it out again, it's just so much easier if you're going to do napkin journaling. And I haven't pulled y'all want to see the napkin journal again? We haven't pulled that for a while either. Let's see if I can get to it. Where's the napkin? Oh, there it is. Napkin journal. We'll pull the napkin journal too. We haven't shown that in a while. So, but if you want to use it as an element, not just glue it straight down onto your piece, and you want to make some ephemera with your napkins, glue them to the cardstock first, then cut them out. And then you've got some, sturdy napkin pieces. So, yeah. Yes, I know it was a lesson learned, because I tried to do it the other way. Laverne, I go, I should just go ahead and glue this down on some cardstock, then cut it out. Then here's a little stamped image with on cardstock so it's like a little tab, And of course, y'all know I love me this gold ribbon, leaf ribbon, and so there's that. So there's lots going on. There's lots of pockets with papers. This is napkins. This is a napkin behind here. Little paper clips and all the kinds of little ephemera, and just from different places, different companies. That's a card. Then this right here is some floral ribbon. That's all ribbon right there. Got that there and there. This is a napkin here. And then, of course, all kinds of, move the paper clips over a little, all kinds of different, again, remember, I was going to plan on using this to hold like all my Asian ephemera, and this was all, I made these before I found, I say before I knew of, or before Collage Soup was out. So, now I have all my ephemera in the plastic sleeves by theme. But, so yeah, this is a little flap right there to put that in. And that's a napkin here. And of course, here's a little window there. And then I fussy cut this out of the window to make it, like a little opening. Like, let's see here. See? And then it's all kind of glitter all over that. And this is all painted black paint with gold dots on it. And then I edged everything in all these books. I edged them with gold, or I think they're all gold. So did Flo leave? Okay, Flo's gonna lurk. Y'all are prayers. Say a prayer for our Flo. She's not feeling well, and I said I did not see if she said what's going on with her, but y'all keep Flo in your prayers. She's not feeling well. Hi, Carol. How you doing? Good to see you. Auntie. Hi, Auntie. Um, so again, these are napkins. This right here and that right there. Pieces of napkin that glue to the cardstock, and then let it dry. Let it dry before you fussy cut it out, because then you'll just be bending the papers and stuff with, wet glue. So, and then on the other side here, this is all painted gold paint. You see it shiny there. That's all gold paint. And then I dotted it all with some liquid pearls. That's all little dots of liquid pearls. More napkin pieces cut out here, and then some other pieces paper. And then I edged everything with gold. I mean, this is some love. You gotta love it to do it, because I'm edging everything, fussy cutting, making little, and these ones I'm showing you today. These three are the ones that I have, other than the bee journal that I just showed you. Then here's a little pocket of somebody sent me a little piece of sewn paper there, and some different little bits in here. There's a postcard someone made. I don't know if their name's on it. That's from Beth Schuler. Beth Schuler, that's in there. Maybe some of this, I don't know if she sent me all this or just that. But anyway, there's a whole bunch. She might have sent me this whole little packet, and that's why it's all together. Okay, you're going to have to lay down over here. Here, how about laying down in the chair? Come on, lay down there in the chair, Oliver. So he's a big guy. He takes up a lot more room than Malibu. Lay down there in the chair. There you go. You got your spot. There you go. And so there's that. And then this paper right here is somebody help me think of the name of this paper. I don't even know if they're still in business anymore. Maybe they are. I don't keep up with the scrapbook paper trends and companies anymore like I did when I was, designing and stuff. So, but anyway, I love those papers. Then here's some more of the little floral ribbon, and then this is washi tape. And anytime I use washi tape, I always glue down Stamperia. Thank you, Devin. Yes, Stamperia. And speaking of Devin, are you streaming today? If so, where? Devin streams on Wednesday, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Anne, and I'm never quite sure what day and what time where she streams. She says she posts it on her site, on her YouTube channel, but I just look for notifications. So some of it could be Graphic 45, but I think this is Stamperia, because this is that tissue paper, Debbie. That not tissue, rice paper. It's the rice paper that Stamperia does. Yeah. Okay, so Devin is streaming on her channel today at 1 Eastern. So y'all make sure you follow people so you get notifications, because that's the way to do it. All right, so let's see what we got here. So again, I was planning on, sit still, baby, sit still, lay down. Using these for to store my ephemera in. Here's some napkins and on cardstock. But then, like I said, once collage soup, pour toast, and my collage, faves came out, then there was way too much. I still, like I said, I got Beth Schuler's in here. I got some here. There's a little Asian paper book. Is this from Devin? Not sure. I'm not. Doesn't look like. These are like Japanese candy papers. This one does. This is Pam. I'm not sure which Pam. So I got some different. So I got some different Happy Mails in here that fit the Asian theme, and so those are in here. Some of my Happy Mail peeps are in here. So ring the bell. Yes, ring that bell. That's the notification. If y'all don't know, I mean, I always just assume everybody knows about the bells and follows and stuff like that. But, there's always new people. So if you ring the little bell or click the little bell, you'll get an option to get all notifications, some notifications. You'll get a little, get options about notifications. If I follow someone, I usually click all the notifications. And then you'll get a notification. Oh, Janet's probably been running around at home doing stuff. So hope her back is better today too. So here's a whole bunch of just different stamperia. This is a piece of a napkin, and I don't know. I just kept that because I just liked it. So you don't have to have a reason. Here's some more stamperia, some more Asian papers, and some different rice papers. Here's a piece of kind of a, what do you call it, paper, kind of like a rice paper. But anyway, so there's just different papers in here, and then these are foam stamps, painted foam stamps. And then here's the back, and then I got some more little things back here, little envelope, and just stuff. And that's just a pocket, and this has been rubbed off, this piece of napkin here, because it sits on a shelf and it gets worn. Then these are some of the Japanese. And I went back later when I had I think it was a Poor Toast Japanese book. And so I cut some of them out and put some of those on here later. You can always add to these things. You can go back in here and add things and, use things. They're just fun. And if you use them, especially if you're not a big collage ephemera collector, then something like this is just perfect because you just collect a certain amount. You don't collect hundreds of thousands of images, if you're not a collage artist and doing tons and tons of collage like I do. Okay, then the last one is, and then I'll show the napkin journal again, is my Leonardo da Vinci. And this had something glued right there and it's gone. So I'm not sure. I had a little metal something. These are some faux hinges there. And so let's just adjust. I think the lighting's okay. Here we go. And is Jimmy in trouble, Janet? Is Jimmy? He had a little hairball problem I had to deal with. Oh my gosh. And Janet, I don't know if did you send me or did you just show? I think Janet, if you'll send me that picture of Jimmy with the arms, I'll show it on stream because I think I just saw it on your stream. I don't think I have an actual picture in my messages. If you'll message me that picture of Jimmy, I'll show it. Janet got the arms. So my stepdad brought back from the 50s from Japanese when he was stationed there. Oh, sake set. Yeah. I got my chess set my dad brought back from Korea, a soapstone that the kids play when they're here and they play chess. I keep it on my coffee table year round. And he brought that back to me in 74, I think, 1974, 75. He brought it back from Korea for me, and I've have it on my coffee table ever since. So, how many years is that? 74, 84, 94, 14, 50 years. I've had it on my coffee table for 50 years. It's a set that the Cameron and Samantha learned how to play chess on. And anytime they're here for an overnight, they play chess. And now Samantha can beat Cameron, which fries him. He hates it that Samantha can beat him at chess now. It's on his way. Okay, where's my phone? Here we go. Let's see here. All right. Sorry, I'm eating some of those little cheese nips. All right, I moved my water to the other side of the room because I sprayed the bug and I didn't want any, spray in here. All right, here it is, Janet. So here's Jimmy with his arms. She said when she puts them on him, he just lays down. He won't walk around with them. But that can change with some treats. But I don't know if y'all have ever seen some of these where the cats are walking around with these little arms on them, and it looks like they're like the old boxing game. What was that? Rock'em Sock'em Robot. That's what it looks like. Rock'em Sock'em Robot. If y'all just just go on YouTube and look for cat with arms, toy arms. You'll find a bunch of them. I see him on Instagram every day. So anyway, hi Fire Horse. All right, well this is my um Leonardo da Vinci book. So same thing. It's a piece of poster board cut in half and in half, and I guess it would be two. No, I don't know. I have to think about the poster board if it's two or three. No, two poster boards cut in half and folded in half, and that's how the pages are big like this. Um, what am on the bottom? Oh, oh, nice, Tina. Have you ever done a Google Lens on it to see the information on it and stuff? Cat put a link to the cat with arms. Oh my gosh, that's where I got it for Janet. It was on Amazon. I didn't know that he'd even let her put them on, but he'll let her put the arms on, but he just sits down. He won't walk with them. She said. So again, I've got little tags and little paper clips and little, rag flags and just different little, scrapbook things here, pea papers, and just different little tags and things. And then I bought a couple different ones, and they were on clearance at Barnes Books a Million. Some the sketchbooks of Leonardo da Vinci, and I bought them to cut up. So these are from those books there. Same for his picture here. Then I used a bunch of little metal. These are some little metal gears. Like he's an inventor. So and then of course the gold leaf ribbon and some liquid pearls in gold. This is a napkin glued onto cardstock and then cut out, glued on to make pockets. Everything's edged with gold, little tabs, little things like that. Then I have Mona. Mona is my muse. And then there's a window right there, so you can come through here. Some more tags over here. And then you move this over here. And there's a little mirror. And Mona, some lace. All those dots are done with liquid pearls, one dot at a time, and left to dry. So you can see, so he's framed and she's framed, depending on which way the fold this goes. And yeah, then here's some more. There's a little door here. There's the Last Supper. I did a little door there. Here with the little clip. There's the other one here. These doors close. And just different. All these are from his sketchbooks. And they're just in here. This is some leather-like paper that Artie Dar made me probably 16 years ago. And of course, I've made these some years ago, and so that's some of the paper that Artie Dar made, embossed paper. And so again, the camera wants to go flash out with the black. Let's turn that down so you can see. There we go. There's more. That's a truer color. I love them too, Devin. I love them too. And again, I was going to use these for keeping the ephemera. And this is the Leonardo Codex paper. It was Ciao Bella paper. I did keep up the little band on that. So some of this paper is from the Ciao Bella collection. I don't know if it's still around. I mean, the company even. But anyway, so there's that. And then these are Brad's that I put on before I attached. So there's that. And then here's more pockets and all kinds of pictures from his sketchbooks. It made some little envelopes. And then this is the Ciao Bella paper here. This is napkins. These are some fig napkins, Italy, Italian wines and stuff. So these are napkins that I made little flaps for, and then put some of the his sketchbook stuff inside those. So little flaps. You can just do so much, Here's a piece that showed how I did the cover and the back, how I painted to make it look like wood. So there's that, and just a whole bunch of little Made some little booklets. So this is little booklets with parchment paper in them. There's nothing in it. Well, there's something stuck in there, but little parchment booklets. And I made a couple of those here with the papers here, little booklet there. And then some more, just different things from his sketchbook. This is some out of an art book, some of his paintings. And so there's that. And then here's the back, and like the wood and, torn and inked edges. And so, yeah, so that's my Leonardo book. So those are the 3 older books I have. And then again, if you were here a little while ago, I showed the B book that I made a few months ago. All right, let's brighten this back up again. All right, am I missing anything in chat? Let me scroll back. You haven't been able to find that specific set, Tina? Okay. Have you tried to Google Lens it? Thank you, Firehorse. Have you tried to Google Lens it, Tina? You might have said and I missed it. Let's see. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Hard House. Hi, Hard House. Where you been? Hope you've been good. We are in a short-term rental. Wait, where did I go? We're in a short-term rental. The place where I find is on Mount Washington. I'm actually staying at the ski village. Like Mount Washington, is that like in Washington State where the fires are? In my hometown up there? I hope not. I hope you're okay. Yes, Google Lens it. It'll come up, Tina. Just Google Lens it. You will find, and it'll tell you how much it's worth, where you can find, it'll give you everything. Google Lens, if y'all have not used Google Lens, and you can take a picture of anything, old jewelry, clothing, and it'll tell you, all the information and how much it's worth if you ever want to sell anything. Old vases, clocks, there's just so much. Just Google Lens. So this one, and I did this, when did I do this? I mean, I worked on it over the years, and I've kind of added a few things to it, not even that far back. And I did finally write the name of Juliet Crane in here, because I never can remember the name of a lot of the images I used in this book are from Juliet Crane. Now, this book, not Jody, but my other sister sent me. It's in 2009, and I never used it. So I ended up turning it into a napkin journal. Sorry, let's brighten this back up again. I ended up turning it into a napkin journal many years later. So I'm not sure. This is it's been an ongoing book. So it's not any specific, probably maybe 17, 18, 19, pre-virus. And then I've done a couple things in it for samples to show people how to do stuff and things like that. But, it's Vancouver Island in Canada. Okay. All right. All right, Hard House. Well, stay safe up there I'm sure it's smoky in parts. Maybe not on Vancouver. It may, the, ocean may blow away the smoke. I'm not sure. But, yeah. All right, let's see. So let me go ahead and flip through this. Riri, what'd you say? That's my diseased plants. Yes, you can. I'm telling y'all, people, it's just like a walking encyclopedia, isn't it, Riri? You can Google Lens anything, yeah, including diseased plants, girl. I don't have plants in the house because of the cats. All my, gardens in the back and the flowers are in the front. So I don't have any plants in the house. And even if I every now and then, I'll put some flowers on the table or, somewhere, and the cats will, yeah, I can't have plants in the house. So, or else I'm actually from Seattle. I love Washington State. Okay, yeah. I still have relatives up there. All right, so let's go ahead and flip through this. Yeah, it does. It will actually, it will actually tell you, Kat. It will. Yeah, look, Riri, it does. There's Ellen. Hi, Ellen. All right, so this is the old uh, you know, day book, calendar book that I turned into a napkin journal many years ago. But I'll flip through it. Oh, I don't really work in it anymore. Um, but if you hear crunchy, it's they're not sticking. It's just that napkins, if you do a napkin journal, don't use Mod Podge. Anytime I wouldn't use Mod Podge in any kind of journal because Mod Podge, unless they've changed the formula and stuff, it really never dries. It stays kind of sticky. So I've used matte medium on all these pages. Now they're not varnished. These pages are not varnished, but they're matte mediums. And matte medium, as long as you let it dry 100%, I've never had my golden matte medium really stick unless it's not dry. If you leave a little place that's wet and you close the book, it will stick. So you got to make sure that it's really dry. Let's see here. Just Missy's talking. I see you, Malibu. You want to come up here? You can't. Your brother's on the other side. How can I get you up here on this side? Come here. All right, come here. All right, go over here. She can't jump up on the using the chair on the other side because Oliver's asleep in the chair, but she wants to come up here. So let's see the napkin journal. Oh, you like the napkin journal, Riri? Okay. And so, what I was going to say though, if it sounds like it's sticking, it's just because the napkin is textured, and it's kind of like how Velcro will sound if you turn the pages that are Velcro. So they're not sticking. Now there are some places where I've dotted and I didn't let it dry and stuff. But what I did with these is, and I'll tell you all what to do if you make one, is you do, this is all napkin back here. And then I also use acrylic paint to it's a mixed media. It's really a mixed media journal. And then I'll paint in the napkin, and then I'll use color book images and don't glue them down and then color them, because then you're going to be picking up texture when you color them separately, cut them out, and then glue them on after you've colored them, and then put them in your scene, your napkin scene, if you will. Yeah, I know, she's spoiled. Oh, what can I say? Okay, so here's some Juliet Crane images. I used a lot of Juliet Crane images in this book. That's why I finally wrote her name, because I never could remember. And who is it again? Because I don't pull this book out enough to remember. It's Juliet Crane. So these are some of her images, and I think that's hers. This one for sure. And then I would do the napkins. All this background is napkins, and then paint. So it's painted in, and then I glue the images on top and paint them into the scene, if you will. Like I added these antlers, they were probably just a couple little antlers, and I extended them out to make them tree branches, and then put this bird on the tree. Yes, it is so. It is so. I haven't lived there since I was 4, Carrie. But I've moved over 30 times in my life. My dad's in the military. My stepdad was in the military. I married the military. I've moved all my life. Living in this house here since Hubster retired is the longest I've lived in one place in my life. So, okay, so let's keep rolling here. And so again, backgrounds all napkins, the fish, the seahorse. This image, though, is from a color book. And then I also added lots of stickles and glitter. Again, you got to let all this stuff dry. You close your book with any of this even damp, and it's going to stick. Oh, thank you. Juliet Crane's store there on Amazon. I've got 3 or 4 of her books. Shh, Tina, be nice. No, I do not water down my matte medium. I do not. I use it straight, and I use it thick. I use a lot. I do put it on thick. I put it on thick. Let's see. Leona said, Dee, when I first saw you show you were doing this journal, the jewel. Okay, yeah, you were hooked, Leona. Yeah, these are old. These are old. These are on the shelf, girls. These are on the shelf. Do you ever get the itch to move? No, I don't. No, I don't, Devin. Hubster said, "Oh, I'd moved." If he said, "If I ever won the lottery, we'd move back to Alaska," I go, "Oh, would we?" I said, as far as I'd want to go is probably Bozeman, and then we can visit Cameron and Yellowstone. I said that'd probably be as north or Idaho. I also had relatives. My grandpa's from Idaho, and so yeah. Anyway, all right. So let's keep going. All right. And this is what it starts out as. So here's just a napkin glued down with nothing done to it. It's just a napkin. I've not painted it in. I've not added any images. This is just what it looks like when you start the pages. See, it looks like a hot mess. You got to work it, people. You got to work it. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant me talking, Tina. Yeah, I get it now, Tina. I get it now. I thought you were just saying, Dee Dee's just rambling and rambling, which I'm doing that too. Let's see. Cat and Patty said, our gardens outside are doing well since Morticia the deer has. Oh, you had a deer eating your plants? Oh, okay, Cat and Patty. Well, I'm glad that that's not happening. So, all right. So let's keep going here. Okay, again, this is a Juliet Crane little creature. Napkins in the back. This is a napkin right here. That's a Juliet Crane, and then this is all paint. So I paint in, you know, the spaces, and then use the napkin as part of the scene, if you will. Of course, now my napkin story is I think I probably have in this house, I probably have 10 decorative napkins to my name because I had bins of them. I'm talking the big bins full of napkins. And a few years ago, I said, I'm done with napkins. I've got all my collage images. I'm downsizing the napkins. Anybody that, now this was years ago, don't be emailing me and say, oh, I want some napkins. I don't have any. This happened some years ago. And I said on stream, foolishly, anybody that wants some napkins, just email me and I'll send you some. Hundreds. I sent out hundreds of napkins, people. Don't ever tell people you're going to send them something if you're not ready to do it. You got to be ready to do it when you blanket say anybody that wants some. So don't be saying that. Do your random.org or do your just pick somebody and give some stuff away. So it was the great napkin fiasco it was pre-COVID. So I don't even know how far that back we did that napkin giveaway. I know. Cat, me too. I got rid of all of them. And if I ever wanted to work in the napkin journal again, maybe I'd go find some somewhere, Like I said, I probably have 10 around here. Anyway, so I don't really do napkin journaling anymore because, for one thing, guys, I got all my collage soup and my Portos books, and they're all divided up in their plastic sleeves, snapped shut. I can see through them. They're clear. I can see every book. And if y'all missed it earlier, I did get a new collage soup book. I did get a new collage soup book. I'll show it again here in a minute if you want to see it. The Rainbow Eyes. I showed it a little while ago, but we'll show it again. So, and then they go in plastic sleeves so that when they're cut up, like the one that I'm doing here, see, like this one, I'm cutting all up for 2 different suitcases, right? Well, if I didn't have this in a sleeve, look at all this stuff that will be falling out all the time. So everything gets put in a sleeve, and then I can, contain my collaging. So anyway, all right. So I said that to say I don't really need napkins anymore because I have so much. No, don't send me any napkins, Devin. Devin goes, she wants to send you some. No, girl, no. Look at her. She's even laughing while she's saying it. She knows better. She knows better. Thank you, Cat. Put the link again to the collage soup book. Okay, so, and here's one that's just the napkin glued down, nothing done to it yet. All right, same thing for this. So you see, I went through and just did a whole bunch of different napkins, and I go back, paint them in, and use some collage. I can work on. I can finish one of these if y'all want. We can do something. We can do that. We have time. We can pick one of these napkin pages and work on it. Like I like these flowers. I just have to find some, and maybe we'll use some rainbow page something. If I can find the right, color combination, like this right here would be probably good, with the bright colors. I mean, the nice bright colors. We'll keep flipping here. Napkin, separate napkin,. They go. Riri, yeah, Riri, you're so cute. So again, starters, and then this is what the book looked like. It was divided up, summer, spring, fall, winter, and this is what it looked like. And then it was calendar pages, so you can see the calendar pages there. Okay, we'll do a page. So here's again. This is the same napkin. I mean, multiples of the same napkin. So like 3 or 4 different peels of the napkin, and just kind of laid out differently. Um, Same thing here. See, look how it starts. And a lot of my collage, like especially my abandoned books, they start like this too. They start with just some images, some reverse collaging, painting out and then adding just random things and then painting them in. Napkins here. Napkins. So there's beautiful napkins out there. This is napkins. All right, so here we go. So this is napkins in the background. All those flowers are napkins, and then I paint in. See, this is all paint. The little grasses are painted, and then this is a napkin here. That's a separate napkin, and this right here is a napkin, and then this is Juliet Crane color book images right here. But you got to color them off. If you add color book, if you're just adding, collage soup or something, that's not important. But if you're going to color, like if I try to go in here now and color some more on her face, it would be all lumpy and bumpy. So you want to do your coloring off the page and then cut it out and glue it in. So yeah. Hi, Angie. So this one was 3 different Halloween napkins. And then she was out of a fairy book, a fairy color book. And so colored her, cut her out, then glued her in. And then I added all kinds of stickles to the little pumpkins, stickled the moon there, and then did my mist over the top of it all. Oh, thank you, Ellen. It was fun to do these, but I don't want to say you kind of get burned out. Like I could work in it now, but I was doing them so often, it was like every time we streamed practically we're doing a napkin journal, which I was doing it because I liked it. Don't get me wrong. But, I wasn't going to dedicate my life to napkin journaling. So, and then this is all napkins back here. And then this is a color book page. This one's not a Juliet Crane, I don't think. This is napkins. And then she's a Juliet Crane. And then I extended all the branches to make her, look like tree branches. And added a tiny little bunny right there. Thank you, Tina. All right, so let's see here. Again, napkins. These were napkins. This was a color book page. And then these were napkins here and a bee napkin. I think this was a poppy napkin and a bee napkin. And once you peel the napkins apart and you glue them down, they meld. They disappear. It disappears into the page. And then she added stickles to her and the bee wings there. So it's fun to do. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to do. If you've never done napkin pages or journals, you should. You really should. Napkins here. Yeah, this too. This is like 2 or 3 of the same napkin, just extended out. Same for this one. Juliet Crane. The what do you call it? The peacock feathers are napkins. This is a different napkin here, I think. And then I painted all this, added some branches and leaves. All that's with acrylic paint. Of course, now I can use my acrylic markers, my acrylic brush tip paint markers to do this kind of thing. When I did all this, it was just with the brush. Well, it would be the same thing. The acrylic paint markers are brush tip. So same for this. This one I added some cameo silhouette cutouts. These leaves and these little mushrooms and the little cups. These are all silhouette cutouts. The leaves are all cutouts. Juliet Crane girls here. And napkins in the background. Juliet Crane owl. This one is a Jane Davenport girls napkins. She had a little set of napkin collage papers at one time. So these are my goddesses. You know, this was Jane Davenport napkins. Put them in space. You know. Let's see, some world napkins. Then this was out of a color book, and the napkins are these little sunflowers, and then I put stickles in the middle of the sunflowers. This all paint, and then glued him in. Let's see, am I missing anybody? I said hi to Sister and Ellen. So, would Kat say her books are cool? Juliet Crane books. Yes, they are cool. Juliet Crane. I've got 3 or 4 of them. Well, what's left of them, because I've harvested those books to death. All right, these I think are Jane Davenport. Hey, look, this one's 2018, and this would have been one of the newer ones, 2018. So again, napkin backgrounds, Jane Davenport. I'm pretty sure those are Jane Davenport girls. And then paint it all in. Juliet Crane, chicken napkin. This was 2019 as well. Chicken napkins, whole bunch of them. And then painted it all in, added the Juliet Crane, and then put the mist going across and some water waves down here. Okay, napkin with nothing on it yet. Same for this one. This one. So I can see I filled the book with the napkins. And then I went back and just picked some ones to work in. This one might be a good one with the rainbow eyes because of the colors, you know. Okay, then here's all these are napkins. This is out of the fairy book. And this is out of the fairy book too. And then added stickles. Napkins. And that's the winter page, the winter. Juliet Crane. And then I added like a moon, like a harvest moon with the native girl there. And that's all napkins in the background. It's a page of napkins. I think we're about at the end. Yeah. So we can do this one. How about that? Now I've got to, do I have any wax? The cat's laying up here. I need some wax paper, some kind of paper to put behind here so that it doesn't stick. That's not going to be big enough. All right. You're going to have to excuse me, Oliver. I've got to throw you back up under the table when I twirl. Let's get some wax paper here. I need to get some more wax paper. They don't usually like the sound of the wax paper. Okay, I need to get another box. This one's about empty. Okay. Let's see if I can work around the cats. Jeez. Hi, Annette. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, so let's see what we're going to do. As you can see, we have no plan. But if you put some wax paper like this and just fold it over, it's just enough so that your pages won't, stick together. Like that. Okay. And I should have a little bit of leftover from this morning doing the train case, or I keep wanting to call it, train case. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's see what we can look through here, and then we'll glue some stuff down. We'll paint and glue, but we got to figure out our images first. We got about 45 minutes or an hour. So, but Kat, if you are not feeling well, Kat was I'm not, Kat, you stay as long as you feel like it. If you want to leave, go. Okay, just saying, Kat. Can you say Randall stop? Let's see what she's saying. It's on the top of my chair. How would your life spend? Well, that's the thing about this chair. I bought this chair because it has those arms that fold out. It's like two chairs in one when you have those things folded out. Well, Oliver doesn't mind sitting on the fold out over here on this side. And when I spin and he goes under the table, he doesn't care. Malibu wants to be right here. This is Malibu wants to be. She don't want to be on that chair. She wants to be right here, but she's going to have to move over a little. She's going to get matte medium in her fur. All right, so let's go ahead and look through this book. Again, let's see. I'll zoom in one here. So, and then we might have to brighten it up just a tiny bit. But to stay over there, Malibu. I do want to see a little bit of the colors, though, so I can kind of get an idea of what I want here. So, these might be good looking across at each other. Those might be good. But I do like this, so I don't want to use that because I want to keep this. All the eyes would be good, too. Just having the eyes. Well, I'd sacrifice this page because I do like the eyes, too. I'm going to go ahead and go with these two. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go with that. Maybe I don't need to use this. If I can use half of this and that. No, it's not big enough. I need to cross over from one side to the other. So we're going to go with this. I think we're going to go with those, but let's just keep looking. Because I might have something in the middle. All right, let's turn the brightness down again. It's always a fight with the lights, depending on what color you use on your camera. There we go. Yes, hi to you, Heidi. And I said hi to Marty earlier. This is a good one, though, too. This one might be, and I might go with this. Let's just do that. Y'all, I do use my stuff. I mean, I do, and, I just got this one, but I'm using it. Let's see. That might be good from that side to that side. And maybe some eyes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish flipping, but I'm going to go with what I pulled. But I'll go ahead and finish flipping. If we need any more flowers or anything else, I'll pull. But I think I got enough. But I did say I was going to flip through the book once again. I flipped through it once earlier. But if we need more stuff, we can come back to it. But I think I got enough for a start. Janet's around. She pulled her back too. All my mods need to heal up. Heal up, ladies. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Hey, girl. Hey. And then these all have it's kind of creepy cool, but they got rainbows for eyes. They're kind of cool, creepy cool. Same for all these. Hi, Foxglove Fairy. How you doing? Anybody else I missed coming in? So I do like this unicorn. See, this would be, I'd want this on a disc, And all of the books, I'd want the books and the unicorn on a page, like a story, Like a fantasy story. Hurt my back cleaning the craft room over the weekend. Oh my gosh. Girls, y'all gotta watch out for yourselves. So this is it's new to me, Collage Soup Rainbow Eyes. And so let's see what we can do here. I'll do a little bit of fussy cutting. How I want to do this is, I think I want, let's see here. I should probably tear some. If you tear if you're going to fussy cut right along the edge of something like this, then it's best to fussy cut. But if you're going to use a bunch of the background, it's better if you tear because the tearing will blend better than cutting, unless you're just fussy cutting it like this, where you want the image to be silhouetted. But otherwise, if you cut it, um, you're going to see the cuts. Where if you tear, I'll show you here in a second, you'll see it less. So like this. See that edge right there? That will blend better than a cut edge. Okay. So let's see here. No, 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 no. Don't you be tipping over my drink. That's why I don't keep it over here. I moved my drink over here because of the bug spray. But now she's over here doing this. Trying to knock over my drink. Mm-mm-mm. Let's move it out of her way. That's all I need is for a thing of water to go splashing across my table while I'm streaming. Gee. All right, so there we go. So now I want to tear. If you tear one way, it'll go white edge. If you tear the other way, it won't. So there we go. Something like that. And I'll trim that down, but I'm thinking of her. And I don't want the white edge on one side. I got a little vision in my plan. I don't want all this, though. I want less of that. Same for this. Tear that. All the castle. Oh, I know, right? Okay. All right. So her little hand's kind of bent or something, but that's all right. We'll put a flower in her hand or something. So is anybody doing anything creative this week? Working on any projects? I'm trying to finish both these suitcases, and I've got a couple commissions to do. Well, I'm working on, I should say. I got one of them laid out and another one that I'll have to lay out. Okay, let's see. I just want to go this way. Okay. And a couple, what did I do here? I drug my, what did I do? Let's see, is that F7? What do I need to do? I accidentally bumped my screen down. Let's see, is it F7? I don't want to mess this up. Well, I can't do the bottom of my chat. I hit my screen and it dropped my whole screen down. I think it's F7 that'll restore it, but if I click the wrong thing, we might be gone. So I don't want to do that. I was going to leave it for what it is for right now. Okay, so I don't want to disconnect us. All right, so I have one box that I keep this kind of stuff in. Like I like this. I'll keep that, and I'll keep this and this. There's little pieces of the, color right there. But I don't keep all this little stuff. Well, that one's kind of pretty right there. But I have one box that I keep this, and that's all. If I have scraps like this, it all fits in the one box. When the one box is full, then something's got to go, because that's all I'll do with those. All right, this is kind of cool. It looks like her hand is going to be holding that butterfly. Let's go ahead but I think it's F7 to restore the screen. I don't want to take a chance. Hermie's been making a composition notebook, covers, and attempting embroidery. Yay! Yay, Hermie. Annette says, my sister's been working on writing out Christmas cards. Alicia's in a crocheting phase. So, all right. So I'm thinking this might be good right here. Like she's holding on to the antenna, right? That looks good right there. So I'm liking her right there. And then let's put these little pieces out of the way. And this one, she can go right in here somewhere too. Kind of over to the edge, like maybe right in there. Okay, I'm liking that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to use these eyes. See, I was thinking about using these, like looking across over from one to the other. But I don't know if we need that. I'd only lose, let's see. We'll try it. We'll try. All right, let's see. not in there. All right, I gotta cut this hand in here. Like that. And this guy, I don't know if I need him over here. Because I really like that butterfly right there. Or the other option is, no, I really kind of want it going this way. I was going to say the other option is, yeah, no, it needs to be this one. And then we'll do an eye. Let's see, so there's that. Now we got these eyes here. Just going to tear some out. Put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me, especially now that my wind is halfway down the page. I don't know. I hit something and it's not letting me drag, you know. It's not letting me grab the top of the window and move it up. It's not letting me do that. So I don't know. Nothing's moving. There it goes. Thank you, Devin. So yeah, I'll fix it later, but I don't want to disconnect us. So we'll put that right up under her armpit there, like this, on a couple different eyes. Like she's carrying that one. Maybe she needs to carry one too. Let's get a smaller one here. Let's get this one right here in the middle. Hang on. Let's get this little one in here. And then we'll glue it in and paint it in. Okay. Now, when I get out the heat tool, then the cats will probably all go out. Maybe this one needs to go over this way like that. Something like this. And then we need something right in here. I don't know if I want another eye coming across here. Another one in here. It needs something in there. Let's see if this one. Let's put that behind, I think. Or over. No, I want to lose that little rainbow there. Okay, what about that? How's that look? Think that's good? And then we can paint it in. All right, let's go ahead and get I don't know if that'll be enough, but we'll see. Let me get my brush. I'm stretching back. There we go. Trying to stretch back and get a brush behind me without slide in the chair. But although I'll have to get up because I don't know that this is going to be enough. I might have to get up and get some more. All right, let's go ahead and start with just gluing that to here, just so it stays in place. All righty. Let's go ahead and glue this one down. I just cleaned all the matte medium off my hands. That's okay. Just going to tacking them down here so they all go in their spots. All right, let's go with this. Yeah, but I'll have to get the heat tool out, and that's going to make the cats scatter. Sorry, Malibu. Is that about where I need it? I think it needs to go down just a little. All right, let me get a card here to smash. Cleft them at me and to make room for more. Okay. You can't be afraid to cover things up, you know. But again, if this was a color book page, you'd want to color it before you glued it down. Don't glue a white color book page down and then try to color it. Let's see what that right about there. Because you'll be coloring on lumpy bumpy. And this is why I have the wax paper, so I don't glue these pages together on the edges. Okay. Put that down. I think I might have just enough. Where's she going exactly? Right there. Right there. She's holding the little butterfly. And I don't know why I'm so particular about that, because this is going to be painted over and I'll have to re-add any antennas or anything like that. Okay, let's see. Hang on, guys. I'll look at chat here in just a second. So I'm excited to get those suitcases and that train case done. All right, there we go. I think that's good. Let me get a baby wipe here. Hi, Brooke with an E. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Haven't seen you for a while. All right, let me get the excess out of here. And then, well, I'll probably end up using this brush. Let's move this out of the way. Get the paint. The thing with some paint. All right, so now I've got to get my heat tool. That means I've got to spin around. Cat's gonna freak. Let's move all this. Oops, that's got some matte medium on it. Let's set that one aside. We don't glue it to the book. All right. All right, sorry guys. Cats. I'm gonna have to grab the heat tool, and I know y'all aren't gonna like it. There goes Malibu. she saw it. Oliver may or may not. I don't know. Let go, Oliver. All right, here we go. We've got to dry. He's still laying there next to me in the chair. Been busy with what? Okay, well, it's good to see you. Let's get some clumps of matte medium off there. This doesn't have to be 100% dry before I start painting, but I want it dry enough to stick if I touch it. Yes, Malibu has left the building. That might be enough. Okay, this little arm is hanging off the edge just a touch. Here, let's cut that down. I need to add a little bit more. Is that going to come up? Maybe not. All right, so there we go. Let me get the scissors cleaned off. Let me get another little cheese nip. The only reason I bought these is they're extra toasty. Look, they're extra toasty. They are, and they do taste extra toasty. Well, I don't know about that, Cat. All right. So let's go ahead and start with some black. And I could start with finger painting, but I'll go ahead and use a brush. I would normally do all this with finger painting, and I still might blend with some finger painting, but I should be okay as far as edges here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. See, like right here on this edge of this napkin here, say I'll do some blending like that. Try to stay in frame here. And because it's got matte medium on it, I can take a baby wipe and wipe, if I get something somewhere I don't want it, I can take the baby wipe and wipe it away. Because it's got the matte medium on it, I can move it around while it's wet. All right, let's see. And I might have to turn it upside down to get parts of it here. So I want to blend that in. Let's get her dress as all part of this. Cut it down right here. Across his face there. Then we'll dry it again and add more detail. See how you just blend it in with the paint? The napkins all get blended in. All right, I'm going to turn it. I want her dress there is going to be blended into the side. So she's kind of contained in there. I think I might want to leave a little bit of shoulder showing. So that might have some color in there. I think I want this to be more very angled, almost like, not like a tornado, but I'm not looking at chat for a second, guys, because I'll get this while it's wet here. A little bit of that napkin wasn't glued down all the way. I didn't check that before I started to make sure the napkin was all glued down really well. I think I'll do some different colored mist. That might be good. Am I missing anything? I don't see anything in caps. All right, this brush is a little big for right in here, but we'll see what we can do here. Maybe I'll put an aura around this butterfly so it stands out more. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, I think that's good. And so you can blend out all the anything of the white torn edges. You can get in there and blend it in. All right, that's pretty blendy, I think. What do y'all think? All right, now let me get all the excess paint out of the brush before I put it in the water. Get me some fresh baby wipes. See, I was blending with my fingers, so let's clean some of this off. There we go. A couple more. I go through a lot of baby wipes when I do this kind of thing, as y'all know. Okay, Tina. All right. We all need an able craft supply. I think we're already past. We're past the hashtag. We're all just done being. We're all enabled. We're all enabled. All right. Let me go ahead and dry this. And I'll get out some of my um, Brabby or some markers. See, I got so much glue in my fingers. Brush markers. That might be enough. All right, let me get some of this peeling off. I mean, once I'm done here, I go and use fingernail polish remover and get it all off. But, it does take a minute. I don't like to leave y'all hanging. Bye, Fire Horse. Good to see you. All right, let's see. Let me find I put some stuff in a bag over here. What do I do with it? Is it this one? I put a bunch of my acrylic markers in a bag to make it handy. So let's go ahead and see here. I know I want to get a nice bright pink. Oh, this isn't it. This is the wrong bag. These are my other. This is something else. All right. I have them in different color bags, but they're not see-through. Well, not a little bit see-through. All right, so let's see. I want a nice bright pink. Is that bright pink enough? That's too light. Let's look here. Just really need to dump them out, but since Malibu's not here, I can probably, here, let's see. These two. I know I have, here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. This nice bright pink. Let's get a little in there. There, and around here. This is the part I like to play with these acrylic markers in the details of a collage piece like this. Is this one darker? No, it's not. Almost need a magenta. No. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Just a little bit darker color. Fill in some of these flowers. See, isn't that fun? You'll see. This one needs some purple ones up there. Let's see this one. Let's add a couple extra leaves. I'm going to go in here with, what do you call it? Mist here in a minute. So I'll put another one up there. Maybe one right there. And just play with all the markers. I think I want to do the eyelash there. Let's go around there. Okay, maybe. I think I want to do on her outfit like a gray stripe. Well, she's got a, yeah, so her thing's black. Maybe we can do like a gray stripe. And then just kind of feather it out a little. So it looks a little more fabric-y like. Just have a little something different on her outfit there. And just solid black. I don't want it too straight, and it won't look like fabric. If I bend it a little here and just kind of feather it in. Something like that. There we go. Do I want it to go all the way down to the bottom? Probably. No, I think I'll do something else down here. I'll do something else there. Some flowers or something. I don't know. And if I don't like it, I'll just paint over it. All right, because you know she has these kind of stripes in hers. Let's make this one come around here, like eyes going around. There we go. That's better. Then let's see. A nice bright. Oh, that might be too fluorescent. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Might be a little too fluorescent. Let's get a different orange. Maybe this kind of red orange. Just put a few extra pieces of floral around it. I love the page, Marty. Oh, thanks, Marty. All right, there's that. So let's bring a little bit of this orange flower out over here on this side. Just a little something, something over here. Maybe with a little more gold or yellow in there. So you can just play and play and play with the markers, you know? All right, maybe some more pink up here. Let's do, I want to get into her hat. Maybe a little more pink over here. Maybe some more green stems coming down here. There's another stem there. Let's put another stem there. Maybe make that a green stem there. I like the grabbies. So much glitter. You do this. I got it for you. Yeah, I like either Hoo or the grabbies. You know what I like about the grabbies is they're double sided, so you get two colors in one marker. So you got to get a lot more marker for your buck, if you will. Okay, I need that to be a little darker under there. There. You know. And I can keep going with this for all day, but I want to get the misty stuff going in here. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. Oh, I do have to do something with this. Do I want the background of that like pink maybe? No, that's too bright. I think maybe I'd do a lavender. I want the, what you call it, I still want the butterfly to show. So let's see here. I'll make this an aura, you know, a glow. And then I'll take probably a pencil. Let me get up. Let's see. Maybe pink, maybe pink and or lavender. Let's see. Maybe the lavender. That'll be good. Something like that. And, you know, you can always go in here with pencil too because it's got, you know, black acrylic paint. Pencil always works on black acrylic paint. All right, let's see. Maybe a little, let's go up under this eye here. Maybe up under this one. Isn't it fun? Let's see. Let's do some little leaf here. The dark green's going to be dark enough. I need to apply a darker green. Drop a darker green here. It's blue, but that might work. Just something geometric looking over here in this corner. Because we got this, this, this. I need a little up here too. A lot of it's going to be covered up when I do the misting. So, and I'm not quite sure the mist is going to go yet, but that's probably enough. So I have time to do it. You know, I have time to do some misting. All right, so let's just go. Let's not roll this through the paint. Okay. Again, I could do a lot more, but I want to kind of finish it up. All right. Now, let's see. I'm going to want, I need a dry palette because that's got black on it. All right, so I'm going to, let's see. We're going to get some green, blue. Don't need every rainbow color, but I want, you know, let's get a little pink and probably a green. A nice bright green. Oh, Oliver, I gotta get up and go all the way around the chair because he's in my way. Some green and maybe some purple. Or maybe a little yellow. Maybe some yellow and some purple. All right. We'll see what we can do here. All right. A little yellow. Don't need much. And probably a little purple. Purple. Do I want the bright? No, I want a darker purple because I got the pink. I know I'm probably missing a lot of chat, guys. I'm trying to get this done real quick. So, and half my screen's gone because I clicked something and I think I know how to fix it, but I don't want to try to fix it while I'm streaming because I might just disconnect us. I think it's F7. I don't know. I don't want us to disappear, so I'll wait. Okay, let's see. Fresh baby wipe. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's start with the green. Okay. So I'm just going to try to do some, misty colors, if you will. That's a little too thick right there. Let's make that a little bit. Whoops. Let's get a clean spot. Gotta get a clean spot. I want it to kind of fade off. There we go. And then we'll put some splatters or something too. All right. So now let's see here. In no particular order. Need a clean baby wipe. Okay. I want it to look like it's kind of moving all the way around the page. And I can always go in with like a Posca or a brush and tighten it up. But I got to get it laid down first. Okay, so there's some of the green. Oh, and I do need a little more green. Hang on. I think I want this green to come around here. Let's move the page. And I can put a second coat if it's not bright enough. Let's get a little spot over here. And we'll go right across the page. Make it a little thinner. Just kind of misting all around, And a couple of them might need 2 coats because I am going over a lot of black with thinner paint. Hang on, I'm not looking at chat for a second. The pink is nice. Again, I might need 2 coats, but we'll see. All right, now. Just kind of trying to follow it with my eye where it's going to go. Okay, that might be enough of the pink. We're going to go with the purple and the yellow still. So let's go ahead and do that. More baby wipes. Now the yellow is going to be translucent, so I'll probably have to do 2 coats of the yellow because it's not going to show up with one drag of the paint through the page. Like that needs to come up in here a little. There we go. And I can always get out Poscas or just let this dry and add another coat of the paint. Still with the tour, guys. But this is what we started with the napkin, right? The flowers are the napkin. And I want it to kind of look kind of misty too. I don't want a solid line, I want it to be somewhat translucent. But I want you to be able to see the colors too. All right, let's go ahead and put some purple in and see what we got. All right, so I think the purple, and we'll probably need some orange. Maybe we need some orange too. Maybe I will get some orange. All right, let me stop for a second. You think so, Cat Face? It's going to be a little of a hot mess, really. But we'll keep going. All right, let me get some bright orange. Let's see. Bright orange. Here we go. I'm gonna have to put 2 coats of like the orange, the yellow, and the purple. It's just gonna need 2 coats, over the black. So I'll hit it with the heat gun and put a second coat. Let's go around this way. And I could even use Poscas or other things too. But, I want to use this since I have it out. Okay. I want it to all kind of look, kind of blended together. I don't know if I'm achieving what I want, but let's see. I need some more purple up here. There we go. And then some more. All right, let me hit it with the heat gun, dry it so I can put a second coat. Hang on. And maybe some gold splatter. Actually, it'd probably be good gold drips. Should I do some gold drips? Thanks, Ellen. then we can have gold tears. All right, let's see here. Let me get a brush. Here's my brush. Let me get a brush here. All right, let's see if this will work. Oh, my brushes are rolling away. Come on, get back up there. Oh, okay, let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and try to get a little thicker in some spots, and then we'll go in with some gold drips. Get a little more purple. Thanks, Jay. This is Collage Soup's book. I mean, the images are from the Collage Soup book. Okay, this purple. I have to kind of go almost solid on some purple and yellow because it's so translucent, and I want to like it. So hang on. Okay, a little bit more up there. All right, now. And the orange, a little more orange right there. More yellow. I'm not ignoring y'all, but I want to finish this up kind of fast. And I don't like to rush, but sometimes we run out of time. All right, let's see. I'll do a little yellow up in here. Some orange. I'm almost just liking it looking like brush strokes, Just have the brush strokes kind of be prevalent. I need something right in there. I think it needs some pink. See if that made a difference. It needs another one up here. I'm getting a 70s vibe now. What do y'all think? It's getting wild now. Oh my goodness. And see, as the paint's dry, I'm able to get some nice, thicker, This needs to come up, I think. There we go. All right, I want to do the drips. This might be enough before I can do the drips. Don't give up yet. I don't know about that, Devin, but wait, let's try the drips. All right, so let's see. Let me get a fresh baby wipe here. Let me just do a little bit of a dry here. It's a 70s world. This one is. I mean, all we need is a black light. All right, let me move these out now. And see if I can do my gold drips. Some of this is thick though, so we'll see what happens because it's some of the lines are like right there. That's real thick. And it's not going to dry here before I can get to that. So when the gold hits that, it's going to move. The gold's not going to go straight. It's going to go over those lumps, I think. But we'll see what happens here. Let's see. I need another something else. Let's see. Do I want to use the gold? Yeah, I guess I'll use my gold ink. Hang on. So let's get this here. Hang on. I might just need all I might need is a pipette. Let's see here. I got one over here somewhere. Here it is. I might just need a pipette. I might not need to, but I do need something down here because it's going to make a mess. Let's see here. Got paper. Need a couple papers probably. I just stuck my hand in that wet green. Let's see here. Trying to get some papers out from underneath here. There we go. Because if it's going to drip all the way down. All right, let's see. I need to order me some more of this. I use it so often. Hi, Katie, Kathleen. All right, we're going to do this and we'll head out. All right, let's see. And thanks, everybody, for being here. All right, so I got my pipette. Let's see what we do here. Now, you may not be able to see this, but we're going to... Okay, I want a little bit across the top here. Okay. I'm going to have to try to make it go a certain way because it's going over. Okay, right now it goes right to the eye there. Now I want it to stop. And then what I wanted to do is come down here. Okay, let's see if I can get this to come down here. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but I don't really want it to go in that eye. Let's see if I can get this to go straight off the page. I'll probably have to paint some in. It's working, but I want it a certain exact place, you know. Let's go around there. Hang on, you'll see in a minute if I'm too tilty. Just a minute. Oop, come on, let's go around the eye there. Okay. This is different, I'll tell you. It's something different I don't usually do. I don't usually get into my Peter Max mode. All right, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. Now the rest I could do with the brush. All right, so what do y'all think? Did I overdo? I think I did a little overdo, guys. Let me clean this pipette out. Hang on. Okay. I want to get a smaller brush here. Let's see if we can do a little something. I don't know if it's a great page, Terry, but it's fun. All right, so now I got my brush here and I can kind of direct a little bit more of the gold here. All right. Let's see here. Let's go up there. But thanks, guys, for hanging out and playing. See, you just never know. This may end up being an idea later in the year. And I'll fix. I like that. Make that black in there. But the other thing I want to do real quick is now. Let me clean my brush real quick. Let me find my. Let me get my. Hang on. I've not ever tried my gold school glue stuff, but I think what I want is just some. I just want some gold, maybe just gold. What do you call it? Liquid pearls. But that's not the right gold. I don't know if I can find it. Put my hand on it right now. Should we just try the school glue? No, we could. Let's try the school. I haven't tried it. I haven't even opened it. The Elmer school glue, glitter glue. Have y'all ever tried this? Let's see. Has it got a thing on there? Nope. All right. Let's see what happens. See what this looks like. Come on. All right. All right. We're going to try this. I'm going to just make some dots and some stuff with the school glue. All right. Let's see here. Is it too thick? It's kind of thick. If you have arthritis in your hands, I can tell you right now, this is not going to be for you. Yeah, it's very thick. I mean, it's glittery and pretty, but I can tell you if you have to squeeze hard, this is not going to be for you, this glue. Get your stickles out. Stickles will be better. I'll hold it up here in just a minute. And I'm running through wet paint too. Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky to get out of the bottle. There we go. I would recommend Stickles. Like I said, this is the first time I've tried this. It was like 50 cents for this bottle. I can see why. It's a little hard to get out. Now I'm gonna have to leave this overnight to dry, you know. But just FYI, it is hard to get out of the bottle. Hang on, I'll hold it up so you can see. It's glittery. It is glittery. But if I had to buy Stickles for $5 or 50 cents for this, I would go with the Stickles. Because I'm squeezing really hard to get this out. But I committed to doing it now, so I got to finish it. Okay, I think I got enough. Let's see. Need a little bit right there. All right, it's something. I won't say it's my favorite, but we committed to doing something in the napkin journal, and we did something in the napkin journal. All right, so there we go. I don't know about this. This needs to go to a kid that has strong hands. All right, let me hold it up here so you can see this. It's very glittery. It's very glittery. All right, guys, I'm worn out. Very psychedelic. So I am going to head out. I'll put it as a thumbnail. I'll put it as a thumbnail along with the what do you call it? Train case. Let me see here. Let me show y'all the train case if y'all came in late. Let me move this. Let me make some space. Where'd I put it? Here it is. So we just kind of got it started. So I'll try to put it as a thumbnail. It's going to be a little tricky. Some paint. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Devin comes on at 1. So y'all make sure and go see Devin. See if I can do this here. Put this, and paint maybe. Maybe that's a good thumbnail. From this angle, you can see. I'll prop this up. And there we go. All right, guys. Let me back up 1 so you can see it. And we'll... there we go. There we go. All right, guys. Lava lamp. And a black light, Hermie. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all had some fun. Got some ideas. Write some ideas down. And we'll see y'all at Devin's at 1. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Bye.